Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about something very personal. It's something that I've struggled with for years, and maybe you've struggled with it too. It's called speaking up. Yes, speaking up even when you don't want to, even when it's scary, even when your heart is beating fast and your hands are shaking. Let me tell you something. I was always the quiet girl. In school, I didn't raise my hand. I didn't speak in class, even when I knew the answer. In family dinners, I just smiled and listened. At work, I stayed silent during meetings, even when I had a good idea. I thought if I spoke, people would laugh at me, or ignore me, or think I'm stupid. So I didn't speak. I stayed silent. I hid my voice. But with time, I realized something. I realized that staying silent was hurting me more than helping me. So today, I want to tell you my story. I want to tell you how I learned to speak up. Slowly, step by step. I want to help you do the same. Even if you're shy, even if you feel scared, even if you think it's not worth it, because your voice matters. And today, I'll tell you why and how you can find your voice again. So, let's begin. I remember the first time I tried to speak up. It was in college. We were in a small group talking about a book. I had an idea I wanted to share. My heart started beating fast. I looked at the others. I opened my mouth, and then I closed it again. I was scared, but something inside me said, try. So I took a deep breath and said just one sentence. That's all. One short sentence. And guess what? No one laughed. No one ignored me. In fact, one girl said, "That's a good point." And at that moment, I felt something. I felt seen. I felt heard. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Speaking up is not easy for everyone. For some people, it feels natural. For others, like me, it's hard. Why? Because we're afraid. Afraid of making mistakes. Afraid of being judged. Afraid of being wrong. Afraid of attention. Sometimes we grew up in families where children were told to be quiet. Sometimes we went to schools where only the loud kids were praised. So we learned to hide. But hiding your voice doesn't protect you. It isolates you. It makes you feel invisible. If you want to speak up, don't try to do it all at once. Don't try to give a big speech. Don't force yourself into scary situations. Start small. Say your opinion to a friend. Raise your hand once in class. Say no when you don't agree. Say yes when you want to join something. Every small step matters. I started by saying small things in class. Then I asked questions. Then I shared ideas. Slowly, I became more confident. Find safe places to practice. Maybe it's with your best friend. Maybe it's in a support group. Maybe it's when you're writing a comment online. Speaking up doesn't always mean talking in front of a crowd. It can mean sharing your thoughts in a quiet space. When you practice in safe places, you build your confidence. You learn that your voice is not dangerous. It's powerful. One thing I had to learn is this. My voice matters. For a long time, I thought my voice was not important. I thought other people were smarter, louder, more interesting. But that's not true. Every voice is unique, including yours. You have something to say. Maybe it's a question, a feeling, an idea, a story. Don't keep it inside. Here are some things that helped me speak up. 1. Writing my thoughts first. It helped me organize my mind. 2. Breathing slowly before I talk. 3. Practicing in front of a mirror. 4. Speaking to people I trust. 5. Giving myself permission to make mistakes. Yes, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Some people think speaking up means being loud, aggressive, or dominant. That's not true. You can speak up in a calm voice, in a soft voice, in a gentle way. Speaking up is not about volume. It's about honesty. Say what you feel. Say what you think. Say what is true for you. That's enough. One hard moment is when you disagree with someone. Maybe a friend, or your boss, or a family member. I used to avoid these moments. I was afraid of conflict. I didn't want to hurt anyone. But I learned that you can disagree and still be kind. You can say, "I see it differently. Can I share my opinion? I respect your view, but here's mine." It's not about fighting. It's about expressing. Yes, sometimes people don't listen. It happens. But that doesn't mean your voice doesn't matter. It means those people are not ready to hear you. That's not your fault. Keep speaking. You will find people who do listen. And when they do, you'll feel strong. One of my biggest fears was public speaking. But one day, my teacher asked me to give a short talk in class. Just 2 minutes. I wanted to say no, but I said yes. I practiced. I wrote my speech. I read it 10 times. My voice shook. My hands were cold, but I did it. And after that, I felt like I could do anything, no matter who you are, no matter where you are from, no matter how shy or quiet you feel, you deserve to be heard. Your voice is a part of you. It's how you show your heart, your mind, your dreams. Don't hide it. Speak up, even when it's hard, even when you don't want to, because every time you do, you grow. And I'm here, cheering for you. I remember the first time I had to speak in a work meeting. It was so scary. I was the youngest person in the room. Everyone else had more experience than me. I had an idea, but I told myself, maybe it's not good enough. Then I thought, but what if it helps someone? So I raised my hand, took a deep breath, and spoke. Guess what? My manager smiled and said, "That's a great suggestion." And I felt proud. Your voice at work matters too. Even if you're new, even if you're quiet. Sometimes the hardest place to speak up is in close relationships. Maybe it's with a partner, a parent, or a friend. When they say something that hurts you and you stay silent, it hurts more. But when you say, "That made me feel sad," or "Can we talk about it?" you open the door to healing. Being honest is not rude. It's healthy. If someone loves you, they will listen. And if they don't, you learn who is safe for your heart. Sometimes we wait. We wait until we feel brave, until we feel strong, until we feel confident. But here's the truth. That moment may never come. Confidence comes after action, not before. You speak up first, then you feel stronger. So don't wait, try. Even if you feel scared, even if your voice shakes, that's still powerful. One of the most important ways to speak up is by saying no. No to things you don't want. No to people who don't respect you. No to pressure and guilt. Saying no is not selfish. It's self-respect. I remember when a friend asked me to do something I didn't want to do. I used to always say yes, just to make others happy. But this time I said, "I'm sorry, I can't." It felt scary, but also strong. Speaking up doesn't mean being rude. It doesn't mean shouting. It doesn't mean hurting others. You can speak up with kindness, with respect, with love. You can say, "I need time. I disagree, but I respect you. I'd like to share how I feel." Being kind and speaking up, they can go together. Let me be honest. When you stay silent all the time, something happens inside you. You start to feel small. You start to feel invisible. You start to lose your sense of who you are. That's what happened to me, until I decided to change, until I decided to use my voice. Not loudly, not perfectly, but honestly, and little by little, I felt alive again. I've made mistakes when speaking up. I've said the wrong words. I've been misunderstood. I've even cried, but that's okay. Mistakes don't mean you should stop. Mistakes mean you are learning. Every time you speak, you get better. Every time you try, you grow stronger. Don't be afraid of being imperfect. Be proud that you're trying. Did you say something today that you were scared to say? Did you ask a question? Did you say no to something that didn't feel right? Celebrate it. Every time you speak up, even in a small way, it's a victory. Write it down. Tell a friend. Smile at yourself in the mirror. You're doing something brave. Once you start speaking up, something amazing happens. You inspire others to do the same. When people see you being honest, they feel safe to be honest too. When you say, "This is how I feel," they say, "Me too." Your courage creates a safe space for others. So speak up, not just for you, but for the quiet ones around you. Speaking up is like a muscle. You have to use it every day. So I made a small practice. 1. Every morning, I say something kind to myself. 2. Every day, I try to share one thought with someone. 3. Every week, I write in my journal, What did I say that I'm proud of? These small actions helped me grow, and they can help you too. Hey, wait. Before you run away and drink your tea, or scroll TikTok for 3 hours, yes, I know you do that. I want to say thank you for listening to my story. If you're still here, that means something in this video touched your heart. And if it did, then maybe, just maybe, this channel is made for you. So don't be shy. Click that subscribe button. It's not scary. I promise, it doesn't bite. And if you want to help someone else find their voice too, you can like this video or share it with a friend who needs a little push, just like we all do sometimes. And hey, leave a comment. Tell me, when was the last time you spoke up, even when it was hard? Let's support each other. Let's grow together. Let's be brave. One small step at a time, okay? Now you can drink your tea. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.